to say welcome back to Judgment, boys. Day 3 of the Let's Play. We gained our ability to use the elixirs, so that is useful. But we gotta go talk to Tsukumo, I think. I'm like 99% sure. Oh yeah, that's what it says right there. You know where it says main story? Crazy that the main story tells me where to go, huh? Well, I say that, but in Yakuza, we had that problem. Where we didn't know where to go. I'm also very curious as to what these coins actually do. You know, I have almost unlimited... Oh god, sorry everyone. I have unlimited time off stream, right, to look this up. And I just choose not to. And I'm also going the wrong way now. Excuse me, miss. It's so cool when he hits like a puddle or something. Just how it lights up. And that's probably why why I keep getting off the board, is because I keep looking at not my character needing to be controlled. Well, let's beat these boys up real quick. That's not what I meant. I didn't mean for it to be that quick, but okay. Hey, more boys that want hurt. Got him.
Really, guys?
Whoa. Ow. The forbidden taste, eh? Phantom ramen stall that suddenly appears on late night streets of Yokohama. Huh. Made with a forbidden broth. I'm good. Let's just do the main story for now.
It's hard to imagine. And you're saying Sawa-sensei was given this picture?
Right. And it must have really shaken her up. She wouldn't even stick around to have a chat. Some mysterious woman handed her the photo. She's gotta be linked to Hiro Mikoshiba's murder in one way or another. If I had to guess, she's working with or for Ehara. But I couldn't tell you how they're connected.
It might even be that she's the one who hired the Yokohama Leomon to attack you at that restaurant. If they're telling you to drop the Mikoshiba case, they're connected too.
A threat like that might have worked on a run-of-the-mill detective in over his head.
But how do you think you even got on their radar at all, Yagamishi? Mikoshiba's case is so big they needed hired muscle to stop you?
If I'm that much of a thorn in their side, the police investigation is worse.
Yeah, that's true. Even if they stop you in your tracks, Kanagawa police would just pick up the trail right where you left off.
I have to figure, I'm not the one they were really there to threaten into staying silent. It was Sawa-sensei. 4 years ago, when Toshiro Ihara killed himself, apparently, she thought Mikoshiba was the one bullying him. I set up that meeting with her so she could tell me more about what really happened at the time. But as of now, someone's pretty bent on making sure she doesn't reveal that. That'd be my guess.
Well, if that's the case, I'm afraid their threats were actually pretty effective. Sawa-sensei's lips are sealed now. There's not much we can really do about it.
Don't worry, I'm not near done yet. Besides, they've already made one big mistake.
Yeah?
They hired a gang thinking they could scare a detective off the scent. No way in hell they're expecting me to double down even harder on it.
You're totally right. That was a rather massive oversight on their part.
That night, the news broke on every channel and across the internet that the corpse found in Ijincho had been identified. Every student, teacher, and faculty member at Serio High School would know how Hiro Mikoshiba died. The details were heartbreaking, and a lot of lives were about to be turned upside down.
All right. Well, I'm glad that I named that, I'm glad that I named the stream after the chapter title. Whoops. I didn't know that we were going into the next chapter so soon. So at least you'll get a recap if you missed the last stream, or you aren't binge watching these at the end of the YouTube upload.
Hiro Mikoshiba turns up dead. There is no mistaking the motive in his murder. As Yagami looks into the heart of the matter, a suicide 4 years prior, he is met with brutal backlash from the underworld. Why does Yagami face resistance at every turn? As night falls over Ijincho, the answer slips further into darkness.
Chapter 4, Red Knife.
Yes, we have grief counselors on site.
Hello. You've reached
Yes.
Serio High School. Yes.
That's right.
It's tragic news. Mikoshiba-kun was one of our student teachers here, and the school is coping with it as best we can.
Of course. Yes, our parents and guardians have every right to be upset about this. Yes. Oh, yes.
Now to the murder victim found in Izazaki Ijincho.
Yes.
Authorities announced that they have identified the body as Hiro Mikoshiba, a student teacher at Seiryo High School. Autopsy reports indicate the cause of death was blood loss from a sharp object. Mikoshiba was reported as a missing person 2 months
So,
ago in October, and
what's the plan
police
today,
announced
fellas?
his death early on.
Honest, this hangover is kicking my ass. I'm gonna be kinda useless.
Maybe don't drink until sunrise.
That's no good. Without you, Kaito-san, who's gonna be the brains of this whole operation?
You'll have to manage, man.
I figure I'll head back to Serio High today. I should check in on Sawa-sensei, see how she's holding up.
She's got a lot on her shoulders now, huh? Pretty teacher like her doesn't deserve it.
I will not, RT.
Right from the outset, Sawa-sensei flat out denied that Mikoshiba ever bullied Toshiro Ihara. But then we learned she confronted him about his actions 4 years ago. Which means she was starting to suspect he was the bully.
Then some chicken shades shows up, makes some threats, and suddenly teacher's lips are sealed shut, huh?
Whoever she was, she has to be involved with the murder. How else could she have Mikoshiba's picture from right before he died?
It's almost like the killer was trying to hide any trace of bullying. And if so, that's pretty bizarre.
Why is that?
I mean, if Mikoshiba really was the bully, why bother covering that up? Wouldn't it work in their favor if word of that spread? That way the murder would be, I don't know, more justified?
Yeah, I do see the logic there.
Okay. But what gets me is, why would Sawa-sensei change her answer like that?
Have you considered she may have been pressured to hide the truth? Perhaps by an overcautious superior? I wouldn't put it past Chairman Okuda to pull something like that.
I doubt he has that kind of sway over her, though. Sawa-sensei doesn't exactly mince words with him. Guess we'll have to ask her directly if we really want to know.
Yeah, but didn't she make it pretty clear you need to keep your distance?
What kind of a detective would I be if I gave up because of that?
Point taken. Well, is there anything I can do to help?
Oh, sure is. Help me kick this damn hangover.
Say what?
Might as well hang back, Sugiura. Only I can get in and out of the school without raising a red flag right now.
So, technically, we have, well, no, that's still a 2D Kirby. The one on the N64, huh? But that's a Kirby game that I have not played, so I'm excited to play that when it comes to Switch later in October. There's actually, that's going to open up a lot of games that we can play, so what I can do is the only game I'm concerned with playing in October that releases is Metroid Dread. The next game after that, it's not until Pokemon, right? The Diamond and Pearl remakes. Because I don't actually know of any other games that I care to play this year. Man, now you got me thinking of the near future. We got Diamond and Pearl remakes. There has to be some Mario something coming out, right? There's a Mario Party, that's right. But I really don't care that much about that. Plus, that's not really a game that we can complete it, but I don't feel right putting that as a game completed this year. Now I'm gonna need a list of games that are coming out this fall. And Battlefield got delayed until November 19th, which is the day before my birthday. I know that.
What a waste.
Man, my brain is not working for video, like, okay. Thinking of what games come out. Let's get them to hit me. There we go.
Really, guys?
Either way, what I was trying to say before my brain went to 0% usage, there it goes again. I lost my thought once again. Is that we'll be able to play a lot of the N64 online games that are coming out later this October. Looks like school's out already. I gotta go check on Sawa-sensei. Is this where it wants me to go? To the second floor? Excuse me, kids.
Excuse me, Yagami-san?
Huh? Koda-san, what's up? Did a teacher call you over?
Actually, I wanted to talk to you.
Okay.
I saw it on the news earlier. Mikoshiba-sensei was killed. But you already knew that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I figured you knew something.
Yes, that's why you've been asking about him. You should have told us, man.
I couldn't. I knew how hard you guys would have taken it.
You know who did it? I mean a lot for us to know. Seeing how he looked after us and all.
We're still in the dark about that, mostly. Unless you guys have any leads. All we have to go on is he was probably killed soon after he stopped going to class.
So, he really was murdered.
He said on TV it took them 2 months to find the body. Could that mean it happened on the day he went missing?
A good theory, Matsun, but you're starting to sound like one of those mystery club geeks.
Oh, what did Sawa-sensei tell you? She give you anything solid?
Nah, we didn't really get into it yesterday. Way too many, other things came up.
Damn. It's just... It's hard hearing all this, man. Will you at least keep us posted if you find out anything?
No promises, I'm afraid. But hey, I'm glad you guys are warming up to me.
I'm Matsui, by the way.
That's more like it.
Could you keep me in the loop too? I didn't like Mikoshiba-sensei much, but I never imagined this. Now I'm kinda conflicted about the whole thing.
I get that.
Anyway, I should get going.
Okay, so a couple of the games I forgot completely about. We got Fatal Frame coming out on October 20-something. I just saw it. Maybe it's the 29th. We have... Never mind. There's too much story happening.
Hey, Sawa-sensei?
Look, I know I can't keep you off campus. I don't have that kind of authority. But would you please stop bothering me?
Can you at least tell me what happened yesterday?
Enough! How many times must I repeat myself?
She's not going to give me the time of day if I keep pushing like this. Guess I'll have to make do with just checking in on her. I wonder if this picture of Mikoshiba was taken where they found the body. Its location must be somewhere in Ijincho. And if I'm going to stay on this case, I need to look into everything. What about Chocobo GP? That's our new Mario Kart, isn't it?
It's me. You think you could pin down where Mikoshiba's body was discovered?
Of course. In fact, I can do that pretty quickly. Why? Did you want to go there now?
That's the idea.
Okay, but do note that it's been a few days since they found him. Police may have already scooped up the evidence.
Yeah, but I want to check it out anyway. Then I can decide if it was a waste of time.
In other words, you've got a detective's intuition? What a superpower to have. Okay, here we go. They found Mikoshiba's body in an abandoned building near Sakura River. It's near a small park. On the second floor of the building, specifically. The first floor is just a bunch of empty boutiques.
You're the man, Tsukumo. Thanks.
All right. Time to head to the crime scene. Super Monkey Ball as well. I forgot about that. Super Monkey Ball, Fatal Frame, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes. Guardians of the Galaxy game. That's also coming out in October, I'm pretty sure. There is a lot of games and not a lot of time left. Splatoon 3. Here's what I have to say about Splatoon as a whole. I don't like Splatoon. That's a game that I could never get a hang of. Like, I don't know if it was the motion controls originally on the Wii U, or if whenever I played Splatoon 2 on Switch, I played it like day one when everyone was absolutely great at it, which I don't know how that happened. Where are these boys at? Shooting is not that hard. Well, see, it's not that it was hard. It just wasn't fun to me. Like, that sounds horrible to say, because I know a lot of people enjoy it. But as someone whose, like, core for shooters was the first-person shooter, you know, playing things like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Rainbow Six, all of those things, I just did not enjoy. Didn't enjoy Splatoon. Don't know what it was. An abandoned building near the Sakura River. This must be where Mikoshiba's body was found. The locks look easy to break, but it's still daytime, and there are people around. Should see if there's another way in. You're gonna sue Nintendo now? They didn't let me Smash. Well, they're giving you a whole Smash Direct. The Smash Direct is on like 14th or something. It's the very last Smash Direct.
What the? Suspicious.
No window's closed. Is there an open window somewhere? Window's open, but looks impossible to get up there. Seems like sneaking in the front is out of the question. I should check the side or the back of the building. Broken fencing, huh? I think I can get through there with a little effort. I'll have to head through the rear of the building. Okay. He literally just said that. Made my way through it. Now hopefully there's a way on the other side. Here's my problem. They gave Smash its own direct. They're giving fucking Animal Crossing its own direct. It is the year of Zelda. Where is my Zelda direct? I want a dedicated one. I don't want the half-ass one that they gave me earlier. Aha! An open window. Can use it to sneak in. Need something to give me a boost. See if I can climb up there. It's on the 5th. The 5th is when they're doing it. Yeah, I knew there was a...
What the? Suspicious.
A Smash Direct. I just didn't know when it was. It's in my ass. That's where the Zelda Direct is. Oh, 4-leaf clover. My inventory's full. Well, maybe it's because I have all these things in there. What is that that's on the ground? It is a Toughness Z. There, we'll take one of those. Hello? What the hell is happening here? Oh.
Hello? Anybody here? Coming through. Now, where exactly was the body? There's gotta be some clues that'll give me
that. Gee, I wonder. Where could the body have been? I don't know.
Huh? Are these burn marks? What the?
Burn marks on the floor. Looks like there was red powder dusted on the surface. You're not gonna point out that it's a goddamn arrow, Yagami? Alright. This black stain has gotta be blood. So this is where Mikoshiba's body was? And that was easy. That arrow must indicate the body's location. Guess the killer liked to have everything lined up. This building matches with the photo, so Mikoshiba was alive when he was brought here. Which means this isn't just where the body was dumped. It's where the murder actually happened.
Huh?
Someone's coming? Crap, the cops just had to come back to the scene now.
Hey, I heard something. Who's there? State your name and purpose.
Well...
Get some backup over here.
Hey, wait a second. Can we maybe talk this out?
Put your hands up and turn around. Who are you and what were you up to? Takayuki Yagami. The Yagami Detective Agency.
Yeah, in Kamurocho.
Weren't you the guy at Seirio yesterday? I could have sworn I saw your face there.
Huh? Maybe.
The name's Watanabe. Kanagawa PD Division 1. Charmed, I'm sure. This fella here is Sakurai.
Sup?
So, you think barging into a crime scene was a real bright idea?
What? I thought you guys were done here. I figured I could take a look around. What?
You wouldn't happen to be working with Genda Law, would you?
Huh?
You hear on Shirosaki Sensei's business? Saori Shirosaki, right? Grouchy one.
Okay, how'd you know?
Well, it started when Mikoshiba's body turned up. Once our investigation kicked off, we found out about that pervert cop in Tokyo. Seems he knew where the body would be. But when we went to go see him, HQ pumped the brakes. They said no interviews on this one. Much to our amusement, we ended up being directed to Shirosaki, the perv's lawyer.
So these cops met with Sari-san to learn about the Ihara incident.
So being that Genda Law office is in Kamurocho, and you're a Kamurocho detective working her case, that means either the two of you are connected, or I'm really losing my touch.
Well, you've certainly got my number. Now that you know, how about taking these cuffs off?
Smooth, but the jury's still out on you, pal. First, you got any thoughts on all that?
On anything specific?
The part about HQ locking us out of interviewing a horrible smart guy. Here we are with a material witness who it turns out knew about a corpse rotting away for 2 months. And those Tokyo chuckleheads just shut us out. Balls even for those tight asses.
When he says HQ, I'm assuming that that's Tokyo PD. Seems they're stepping on local police's toes. Any crimes that happen in Ichocho fall under Kantagawa's PD's jurisdiction, not Tokyo's, which explains why Watanabe here might be ticked off. I almost said tricked off, Jesus.
PD, so wouldn't they want to protect him? They probably want it handled discreetly.
Nah, if only it were that simple. This isn't about protection. They get burnt real bad if they tried to bury this shit under the rug. Besides, not only is this cop a nasty creep, he's got ties to a fucking murder. Another prefecture blows the lid on that, the top brass may as well kiss their jobs goodbye. Heads would roll. They've got to wash the shit stains off their laundry to keep their asses clean.
Yeah, I could see how that makes sense.
Anyway, so HQ told us their boys would look into Ehara. What we had to do was hand them our notes on the murder. Can you believe that crap? Like hell we're gonna bend over for them. But look where that's got us. Now nobody's interrogated Ehara.
Are Kanagawa and Tokyo PD really fighting over who gets the credit? Don't tell me they're that petty.
Like you wouldn't believe. While the higher-ups play intel hoarding games, Ehara is just sitting pretty. Shit. The cop's supposed to be chasing down the perps. Instead, here I am with my hands tied, bitching to a PI.
So I'm your therapist.
I was gonna take you down to the station, put the squeeze on you. But if you're a half-decent detective, maybe we could collaborate.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I mean, you came all the way from Kamurocho to sniff around here, right? I highly doubt you found much. But tell me something I don't know and maybe the cuffs will fall off.
You proposing a deal?
Depends on if what you've got is worth making one.
This is going to be such a waste of time, but I want some info from these cops myself. Probably best to collaborate with these guys and give them a little more insight.
Okay, how about this?
What the hell? Hiro Mikoshiba? Was this taken here? Right before he died?
Where did you get this? What kind of shit you trying to pull?
I could tell you better with the cuffs off.
You're craftier than I thought. Fine, let him loose. Alright, let me get this straight. Right before you met up with this Seiryo High teacher, a strange woman showed up with this photo?
Yeah, I couldn't get a good look at her. But it seems whatever threat she made worked. Sawa-sensei wouldn't say a thing after that.
Sawa's the one who supervised Mikoshiba for his student teaching program.
I know that. So, this woman you're talking about must have had it in with the culprits. You know, they were working in a group.
That's quite a revelation. What makes you so sure about that?
Sakurai, show him the photo of the body. And spare me the protocol lecture. I'm sick of this going nowhere. If Hotshot here is gonna look into Ehara for us, we may as well take advantage of it.
You're the boss, Nabe-san.
You're the boss, boss. Ugh. This had to be 2 months after his death. The body looks pretty decayed.
Mikoshiba was last seen alive 2 months ago, October 7th, 6:30 a.m. He was talking to his mother as he exited their house back in the city. Since there were no other sightings of him, it's likely he was abducted a short ways from his home. This had to be done by vehicle, as common sense would tell us. So there must have been at least 2 suspects, a driver and a handler. If it were me, I'd have put 3 on the job.
So that's why you figured it was a group effort. Sounds logical to me.
Mm-hmm. Now, according to the autopsy report, they found food in the poor guy's stomach. Based on how digested it was, we can assume he was killed at least an hour after breakfast, putting it around 7:30. And not long after, he was brought here. His throat was slit with a knife. Get all that, Hotshot?
So on the day Mikoshiba went missing, he was abducted near his home, and he was killed right here no earlier than 7:30 a.m.
And what was our friend Ehara doing at that time? The old perv was walking through Ikebukuro's ticket gates around 7:43 a.m. This was stated in court and corroborated by multiple security tapes.
But if that's true, he couldn't possibly have killed Mikoshiba. It's 30 kilometers between here and Ikebukuro.
Yeah, that's the meat of his alibi. Yet somehow he knew Mikoshiba's body would be discovered 2 months after his arrest, despite being in custody the whole time. So there's no doubt he's connected to the killers. If we can just put the screws to him, he'd squeal. Damn it, HQ! Why the hell are we out here working the site if it's already been picked clean?
All right, Nabe-san. Deep breaths.
Yeah. But do you see why we've got to get someone in to talk to Ehara? Hell, beg Shirosaki-sensei for a visit if you have to. HQ can't say squat about his attorney visiting.
Hell of a cop. We only just met and I'm halfway becoming his gopher. Then again, I guess I'd do the same thing.
What you said raises some questions of my own, about the crime scene and the body.
Oh yeah? Ask away then.
Now, here's a chance to get some pertinent facts. There we go, learned a big word today, boys. I need to ask what evidence the police collected from this scene.
I noticed the burn marks on the floor in the shape of an arrow. What's with that?
Somebody lit flares here, the ones that shoot red smoke. It was only a matter of time before the fire department got called, and they're the ones who stumbled on the body. Pretty obvious the culprit set up a smoke signal to make sure the body got found. They probably had the timing all worked out with Ehara so he could predict the body's discovery from maximum impact. And that's exactly what he did, just as the judge handed down the sentence.
What would be the point of that, though?
For all I know, he just wanted to blow everyone's minds.
What else? Need to find everything out about what the police collected from this crime scene.
What was the victim's cause of death? The news called it a massive hemorrhage.
Yep. They slit his throat and let him bleed to death. After tying him to a chair, the killer stood behind him. And lifting his chin with his left hand, his right hand slid the knife.
Sounds like you guys have that bit on lockdown, huh?
It's one of the few things we're sure of.
What else?
What shape was the body in when it was found?
Full of maggots and decomposing bad. His hands were zip-tied behind the chair, securing him in place. The cause of death was the throat wound, but before that, they really worked him over. Rough way for the guy to go.
Damn.
They even broke all his fingers. On both hands.
That sounds painful.
Fucked up, right? I'm guessing a professional did this. Could be Yakuza, could be Mafia. Take your pick.
Could be the
We've got
mole.
some guys checking that angle out too, just to make
He's
sure
dead.
there's no stone left unturned.
Who is the building owner?
Doesn't this place have a manager? I'm sure it wasn't always like this.
There is a property owner. He's been around Ijincho forever, but the building's been deserted for 2 years. Apparently, there was a padlock to keep the homeless out, but it was long gone by the time they found the body. Broken by the killers, most likely.
I'll just
How narrow is the
play
window
through
for
it all.
Mikoshiba's estimated time of death?
Based on how digested his breakfast was, he was killed somewhere between 7:30 and noon on the morning of October 7th.
Pretty impressed you can narrow it down like that with a 2-month-old corpse.
Yeah, well, the window gets much bigger if we consider the possibility that the killers forced Mikoshiba to eat. At any point after the kidnapping, they could have made him eat a typical Mikoshiba family breakfast.
It's possible. All they had to do is make him say what he usually eats.
Good, we're on the same page. Now, if we take into account the decomposition of the body, Mikoshiba's estimated time of death actually ranges from 7:30 a.m. on October 7th all the way to the end of that month. So about 3 weeks.
3 weeks? That's a massive gap. Can't we narrow it down further?
The body's just too decomposed to do that. But expand the time frame all you want. Ehara was in custody through the whole thing, so he couldn't have done the deed.
Right. He spent 2 months behind bars. Hate to think a different crime got him such a strong alibi.
In any case, someone else killed Mikoshiba. If we could just get in the same room as him, we'd know who that is.
Has the murder weapon been found?
No. There were no weapons at the scene. A real shame. That'd be some decisive evidence.
So when you said it was a knife, was that a guess based on analyzing the wound?
I wouldn't call it a guess. The coroner outright stated that the weapon was a sharp knife-like instrument.
No more questions.
I think I'm starting to get the picture here. That should be it for questions.
Tell me, you detectives out in Kamurocho always this hands-on?
Sorry, what?
I'm saying you guys work quick. We had barely set foot in Seiryu High, and you already had the run of the place. Hell, you even closed in on that Sawa-sensei and got a meeting with her.
I was just lucky to have been there on another case.
Is that right? What? What's wrong?
Somebody's spying on us with binoculars.
No shit?
30s probably. one with binoculars is wearing a black jacket. My number's on my card.
Yagami!
Hey, wait up! You won't get away.
Hold up! Give me a break here! Cut it out!
You won't get away.
That was pretty cool. Right in the head.
Hold up! Leave me alone!
Oh! Wrong way.
Ready to go. Give me a break here!
You won't get away.
Get away from me!
Shit.
Give me a break here! Get away from me!
You won't get away.
I feel like I could have ended this a lot sooner. There we go.
Damn, hot shot. You're quick on your feet. So let's hear why this fool had eyes on us.
He claims he just wanted to see the scene for himself.
It's true. Ask the other two guys with me. They'll be here any minute.
So you were here gawking, is that it? Better than busting in like you own the place.
I thought that was water under the bridge.
So, who are you? Why'd you run?
I ran because I saw a cop jump out a window and charge at me. Are you saying you'd stick around if you saw that?
He thinks you're a cop. Should we get you a badge and a hat?
I'd be honored.
Do you have any ID on you?
Will my license work?
Kake-san, age 30.
What do you do for work?
Oh, I'm just a professional pencil pusher. Biotech, planning and management.
Are your other two pals biologists too?
No, one's an investor and the other's a consultant. We all went to high school together.
Says here you have a Tokyo address. What brings you to Yokohama?
Oh, well, I'm organizing a class reunion in Chinatown. So I came to scope out the location in advance.
This ain't the way to Chinatown, pal.
Oh, we thought since we came all the way to Yokohama, we might as well peek at the crime scene.
Pretty morbid idea, isn't it?
I suppose.
What high school did you all attend?
Kurakawa Academy, a private school in Tokyo.
So it's not Sero High. Man, are these guys seriously not linked to the crime in any way?
Hey, over here!
We'll need to verify your buddy's identification as well. I suggest you all cooperate.
Nabe-san!
Alright, you jokers are free to go. Appreciate you being so civil. Guess that settles it. We're just dumbass rubberneckers. Tough break, huh? After all you went through chasing them down.
I don't mind. My motto's to always swing for the fences.
Yeah, well, your strikeout was pretty amusing. The guy who goes down swinging is alright in my book. Now that that's settled, give my regards to Shirosaki-sensei. Could get some dirt on Ehara soon.
Well, that was interesting. I'm starting to piece things together. It's good timing for a chat with Sari-san, actually. But for now, I should head back to Yokohama 99 and give the... Then I can give Sari-san a call. Neat, neat, neat. Ooh. Come on, dude. Give me the coin. Yeah, baby. I should probably... What the hell? What am I doing? There was a cat and I heard it. Kitties. Can I pet them? No? Okay. I didn't want to pet them anyway. It's whatever. Gotta grab this one before I go back there.
Excuse me.
Oh boy. Did you just say corporate espionage and wiretapping? Yes, that's right. Our company's currently in crisis mode. Turns out confidential information has been leaking to our competitor.
Does that mean?
Did you find any bugs? Yeah, actually. We found one by pure accident. And then we hired a detective to sweep the building. And he finds 5 more. Apparently, it's been happening all over Ijocho lately. Everyone's been talking about it on chatter. Some corrupt detective willing to do all sorts of shady things. Really now? A corrupt detective in town, huh? Maybe I should look into this crooked competition. What does the Buzz researcher have to say? Well, let's find out. They caught the guy already. I want to check this out. Yeah, me too, I guess. It's whatever. It's right over here. It's not too far. Come on, really? So, this is where they found the wiretapper. Already quite a crowd here. As I've told you, I'm here to locate them, not to plant them. That sounds a lot like... Oh, it's Tsukumo. I'm a detective from Yokohama 99. I picked up a wiretap signal here, so I came to sweep for it. You're a detective? Who hired you? Well, detectives have a strict code of client confidentiality, but I'd admit, this wasn't for an official case, but more my own curiosity, so... Your curiosity? Yeah, that sounds a lot like a cover story for a serial bugger, like people have been complaining about. You definitely look the part. Oh dear. Tsukumo's about to get pinched.
Hey!
Hey, Tsukumo!
Yagamishi!
What timing, Yagamishi? I could really use your backup. The security guard's accusing me of plaguing the town with bugs. You know this guy?
Yep.
Yes, we've been friends for a long time. Just as he said, he's a detective. He's definitely not the kind to resort to such shady jobs. I'm not so sure I should be trusting you either. Not trustworthy, huh? Quick flash of this should take care of it. Huh? You're a lawyer? Well, if a lawyer's vouching for him, I don't see a problem here. Sorry about that. Have a nice day.
I owe you one.
Thank you for your assistance, Yagamishi. Truly, you rescued me in the nick of time.
Hey.
What was all that about, anyway? That wasn't your first time I've heard of wiretapping causing a fuss around here. Indeed. Supposedly, there's a detective in Injocho who's offering his services for a wide variety of illegal purposes. Okay.
Yep.
Whoops, I accidentally skipped it all. I can detect them now, gotcha. Just another thing to collect, eh? Wait, what? There's a gold coin there.
Signal's weak.
This is stupid. Set in the parking lot. So where is the parking lot at? It's back here. I was in the completely wrong place.
There we go. Bingo.
It's in a car. This car is giving off a weird signal.
Huh?
Perhaps a bug of some sort's been planted in the car?
Excuse me. Oh.
But I don't feel like reading it, I'm sorry. This isn't part of the main story, so I don't care.
Yep.
I'm skipping it all in the essence of time. The signal is coming from this stuffed animal. Really was in his car.
Hmm? Huh?
Whoa! 50,000 yen for that. Didn't even do much. I've been paid off. Okay, a detective, probably the person we're looking for.
Excuse me.
Yep.
In other words, Oh.
Yeah. Look at all that stuff to just end a side case that I didn't really want to do in the first place. See, the one that I chose to do was cool. I like whenever you get to choose your side quests. But whenever the game forces you into side quests like that, I hate that shit. I hate it so much. Hey, boys.
Why is this always... What a waste.
And I don't even think that gave me any, crazy amounts of XP. Sure didn't. Should I boost my Gorilla Grip? EX Gauge would probably be good, too. Oh, yeah, Battle Bonus. I forgot about that. $150 more. And then probably 200 and 250 and... we're about to get a shit ton of points. Alright, you got me. What can I get in Snake? Evasive Blow. And what can I get in Crane? Projectile counter. Where am I going now? Back to the agency. Really wish I knew what those coins did. Maybe one day I'll look into it. Hello, boys.
And stay down.
Yeah, boys, come fight me. You know you want to.
What a waste.
I absolutely love that fighting style because it just makes everybody a big baby. It's so great. Could do a knockout throw, reverse chokehold. Those are the only two I can do, huh? I'm definitely going to keep leveling up that fighting style, though. Boop-a-doop-boop-boop-boop-boop-a-doo.
Yagami-san, do you have a minute? It's Shirosaki.
Oh, I was just about to call you. I was gonna say I've got some leads on the murder. By the way, you wouldn't happen to know a Detective Watanabe, would you? From Kanagawa PD?
Oh, yes. He came asking me about the harassment case. Apparently he couldn't interview Ehara, so he got us instead.
Wanna know why that is? Apparently Tokyo PD suspects Ehara might be linked to the murder in some way. And since they don't want Kanagawa stealing the show, they're blocking their investigators out.
That does make sense. Not in a bureaucratic way.
By the way, when's your next appointment with Ehara?
As soon as we're ready, honestly. Did you want to come along?
Yeah, I was just about to ask that. But I'd like to do a bit more research beforehand. I want to know exactly how Ehara's crime played out.
Funny you should say that. Hoshino-kun just told me he's going to re-inspect the crime scene tomorrow. He said it'd be best to plot Ehara's movement from Ikebukuro all the way to Shinjuku, where he was caught.
No kidding. Then I ought to go with.
If that's the case, hold on one sec.
Okay.
Yagami-san? It's me, Hoshino. I'm stoked to hear you'll be helping me out tomorrow.
I'm stoked to be there. Oh, and could you bring the statements from Ehara's arrest with you? It'd be a huge help if you could walk me through what happened on site.
You got it. We'll be starting from Ikebukuro Station, so just meet me there tomorrow.
Will do. See you then.
I can deal with the rest tomorrow. I think it's time to recharge. What else is there? Nothing, just the forbidden taste. I need to meet up with Hoshino-kun at Ikebukuro Station. There we go, I did it. Probably best to take a taxi. You can really see the gears moving in my tiny little brain. How far away is it? It doesn't even give me the option. It just says, yo, take a taxi.
Okay, see that sign right there? Ehara was leaning on that before the incident. Yep, just like that. He was standing around searching for a victim. Ehara's the man in the cap and sunglasses.
That's him, deciding who to attack. Damn, looking at it now, he's pretty suspicious.
So, Ehara was lingering at the platform a while, huh?
Yeah, he walked past the ticket gate at 7:43 a.m. This was confirmed by the security tapes as well as when he swiped his transit card. After that, he wandered the platform an entire hour ogling women.
He spent that long choosing a target?
Yeah, sick, isn't it?
And the security camera that caught him would be... that one?
That's right.
Ikibaruku I had it and then I lost it. It's pretty famous for its sheer amount of foot traffic in the station like this. The cameras almost never have a blind spot.
Anyhow, at 9:06 a.m., Ehara finally honed in on his would-be victim. Then he boarded her train, which was departing for Shinjuku.
She's the one in the pink cardigan and white skirt?
Yeah, Yui Mamiya, an office worker and mother of a 6-year-old boy. The two of them show up on the train's interior cam as well. According to the victim's statement, Ehara began by rubbing her posterior with the back of his hand. But it didn't stop there. After that, he put his hand up her skirt.
Pretty sickening.
I'm assuming he targeted someone shy, thinking she wouldn't resist. Makes me angry just thinking about it. The victim stated she was too scared to call for help, meaning she endured this for 6 minutes until the train reached its stop in Shinjuku.
Can you send what you just showed me to my phone?
Sure. Now let's head to Shinjuku Station. Then we can watch as the jerk gets busted. Even if we did defend him in court, an asshole's still an asshole.
That's fair.
Looks like we're getting close to Shinjuku.
The train's pretty light right now, but it was packed during the crime, right?
Oh yeah, the car occupancy at that time of day can easily reach 180%.
And Ehara should have been standing roughly where I am.
Is there anything I can conclude from looking around? Car's pretty empty right now, but when Ehara committed his crime, it was 180% full. 100% full means that all seats and straps are being used by passengers.
Hey. Suspicious. Hey.
Train's headed to Shinjuku Station from I'm not trying this time. It's about 6 minutes from departure to arrival. Security camera that records the train's interior. Those were installed to deter train gropers, or at the very least identify them. That is pretty sad that they had to put those up.
Ehara and Mamiya-san both exited the train and got onto the platform here. But right before that, Mamiya-san suddenly grabbed Ehara's wrist and yanked his hand out from under her skirt. That's when she got a good look at her assailant.
So without a doubt, she saw it was him.
Yes, and there were also traces of her garments on his hand during evidence analysis. Anyway, after being grabbed, Ehara wrenched himself free and took off at a sprint. See, here he gets off the train and bolts across the platform. And Mamiya-san chases after him, asking people around her for help.
Ah, this is what they kept looping on TV.
Yeah. And honestly, with all this evidentiary footage, defending him in court was a lost cause.
Was there any security footage that wasn't aired on TV?
Sure, take a look around you. There's more than just one camera pointed at us. They're practically everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
As for what I was saying earlier, Ehara was finally tackled right in front of those stairs. Oh, right. I have a diagram of the platform to show you.
So Ehara gets off the train here, and then gets apprehended here. How far apart is that?
Roughly 100 meters. Both he and the victim were weaving their way through the crowd. The whole scene was very chaotic. Even after Ehara was caught, the train was stalled 20 minutes until the area was deemed safe.
Hey, you think we could get the positions of all these cameras and where they're pointing penciled in?
Good idea. Let's check each camera's position as we walk over to where Ehara was detained. That's where he got tackled, so if you could let me know whenever you see a camera. I can mock it up on our diagram here.
Uh-huh. What the?
I see one.
Hey. What the?
Oh, that's it?
Looks like we checked all the nearby cameras. Let's go up a little further now.
Oh, this way. This way?
Suspicious. Hey. Uh-huh. What the? Suspicious.
Where?
Hey.
That one? Already checked that one. That's what I thought. Is there one in the elevator? There's one right there. I already checked that one.
Suspicious.
Looks like we checked all the nearby cameras. Let's move on.
Playing I Spy with the cameras. Have I checked the one in front of me? Hold up, let me see. Alright, I got it.
Suspicious. What the?
is making my eyes hurt, and I don't know why.
Hey. Suspicious.
Okay, looks like we got all the cameras. Our diagram is now complete.
Perfect. This diagram represents the station at the time of the groping. Ihara got off the train around 9:12 a.m. on October 7th. From the deboarding area, he ran in the direction of the arrow. Excuse me. And then he was tackled by concerned
Now,
citizens.
we'll pencil in the camera locations and what directions they're pointing.
So each of the orange areas represents a security camera's field of view.
Hey. Suspicious. Suspicious.
So this was the general situation when Ihara committed his crime. What do you think, Yagami-san? Anything of note?
Do you think Ihara and Mamiya-san were riding the train pretty frequently?
Oh yeah, Mamiya-san commuted by train. She was here every weekday. Same goes for Ihara, actually, but he was off that day. Supposedly, he was going to see his wife, even though they're separated.
Did he ever say why he wandered around the platform for an hour?
He said the thought of his wife had him flustered, and he couldn't force himself to board the train. He always had an excuse ready for anything you asked him, including the harassment charges. He pled not guilty, but the evidence said otherwise. There wasn't a single argument we could make in court to establish reasonable doubt.
Safe to say he did it. But on the same day, he knew his son's bully would be murdered in Ijincho. Pretty clear it wasn't a spontaneous need to grab some ass.
I agree. It's almost like all the commotion around the harassment might have been planned out. Maybe everything, even down to getting captured.
Yeah. He really played everyone by turning harassment into an alibi for murder. No matter how much evidence points to him as a killer, he can deny it with complete immunity.
This is getting crazier by the minute.
At the very least, he had something to do with it. Some connection. But I can't imagine he'll talk. Whatever his plan is, it's pretty clear Ihara is committed.
To what? Getting revenge for his son?
I think so.
Who do you think his accomplices could be? Ihara is a veteran cop. Think maybe he knows how to hire an actual assassin? If so, he could have just paid for his revenge, right?
Sure. But assassins cost an arm and a leg. He wasn't rich before all this, was he?
No. He barely scraped up enough to cover his lawsuit against the school.
Thought so.
I've gone to the scenes of both the murder and the train groping. That should be all the places I need to see.
Hey, it's Shirosaki.
What's up, Sari-san?
I'm scheduling an interview with Ihara tomorrow at the Tokyo Detention Center. We'll take a taxi from Genda's if that all works for you.
Sounds good. But I need to head back to Ijincho for now.
Something you forgot to do?
Yeah. It involves Ihara's motive, which would be without a doubt his son's suicide. So I want to confirm if Mikoshiba really bullied the kid. And the best person to ask happens to be down in Ijincho.
Alright, then I'll let you get to it.
Cool. Then I'll see you tomorrow.
I got really tired all of a sudden, and I don't know why. Not good. I'm gonna fall asleep during the movie that I watched tonight. Whatever movie that may be. Zack has not decided yet. Mikoshiba, Ihara. Yeah. I think I saw everything there was I needed to see at each of the crime scenes. Now all that's left is getting Sawa-sensei to talk. The key will be learning what happened with Ihara's son 4 years ago. Sweet. Where am I going? To the school. I love that it doesn't do anything to you. It's just like, man, that guy's an idiot. Oh, I could have choked him out. Damn it. I need to try that next time. Hey look, it's next time already. That wasn't choking him out.
Really, guys?
That seemed to be destroying the hell out of him. A lot of loading screens recently, you know? I just feel like there's more loading screens today than there was yesterday in this Let's Play. Where am I going? Ah.
Got a minute?
No, not for you. I really have nothing more to say.
What if I told you it's looking more and more likely Ihara-san had a hand in Mikoshiba's death?
Well, it doesn't concern me.
Ihara-san believes Mikoshiba tormented Toshiro-kun so badly that he took his own life. But neither the third-party investigation nor the courts were on his side. So what's the truth here? You know, don't you? What really happened between Mikoshiba and Toshiro-kun? Why won't you tell me the truth?
Why do you keep asking? I said I don't know!
I'm going to the detention center tomorrow to get some answers out of Ihara-san.
What?
I saw where Mikoshiba was murdered. He endured no shortage of cruelty before he died. They tortured him, you know. They broke all his fingers before they slit his throat.
No.
I know I'm putting her through a lot right now, but she's connected to this too. She's got information I need to know before I go see Ihara.
And somehow Ihara-san knew Mikoshiba would be killed on the day he got caught for groping. It's like he did it to prove he had nothing to do with the murder. But maybe that wasn't his real objective at all.
Huh?
I think he wanted to signal that he'd finally avenged his son.
The body belongs to a guy named Hiro Mikoshiba. 4 years ago, this man took my son from me by driving him to commit suicide.
If I'm gonna face him tomorrow, I can't go in without some ammunition. So, 4 years ago, did Mikoshiba bully Toshiro-kun or not? That's all I want to know.
My answer won't change. There's no evidence Mikoshiba-kun did anything wrong.
Are you sure about that? Take a look at this.
That's...
Toshiro Ehara, your student. Imagine that he's listening to what you're saying now. If you can look at him and say Mikoshiba played no part in his death, I'll leave you alone. In fact, you'll never hear a word from me again. So which is it?
Damn, that was kind of cold. I don't know if I would have went that hard, Yagami.
4 years ago, not long after I'd transferred here to teach English. That's when it started. I was trying my best to get acclimated, and I was finally on a first-name basis with everyone. One day, after school, I was out on the roof taking a break, when Toshiro-kun suddenly ran by. I called out to him to ask what was wrong, but he shushed me and kept running. I saw he had a bloody nose. Moments later, Mikoshiba-kun showed up. He was looking for him. I told him I hadn't seen him. Toshiro-kun's face told me everything I needed to know.
So Mikoshiba was bullying him after all.
Yes. Toshiro-kun told me this later on. Whenever he'd leave school with Mikoshiba-kun and his friends, they'd force him to hand over money. At first, they'd try to pass it off as a joke. They said since he lowered the class average on tests, he ought to buy them all drinks as an apology. And Mikoshiba-kun, he was having too much fun with it to stop. He started offering tutoring sessions to Toshiro-kun. Only so he and his crew could extract their tuition from him. They'd even break into his house while his mother was at work and take the money she left him for dinner. And if he couldn't pay, they'd beat him up at school or make him grovel in the bathroom.
Didn't anybody see what was really happening?
The teachers either saw nothing or turned a blind eye. Few students knew about it, though. Anyway, I ended up relaying everything Toshiro-kun had told me to those boys' homeroom teacher. Mind you, this teacher had tenure, title, and years of experience under his belt. Do you know what he told me? He said not to cause a commotion because those boys were about to graduate.
Why does that not surprise me?
To be honest, it was hard to paint such an outwardly model student in a negative light. There was also no hard evidence to support Toshiro-kun's story. But someone still should have stepped in to help. If only I'd understood that at the time.
You tried.
The only thing I tried was to keep an eye out for him, making sure he wasn't alone, things like that. But unfortunately, that wasn't good enough. On the first morning of the 3rd trimester, Toshiro-kun tied a towel to his doorknob and hung himself in his room.
And that's when you confronted Mikoshiba, right? You asked him point blank if he'd bullied him.
I did.
4 years ago, Sawa-sensei stood up to Mikoshiba for his terrible behavior. Then why has she kept that to herself for so long?
Mikoshiba-kun pretended to know nothing. He was more careful, shaken even, from then on. In all honesty, when I heard a third-party committee was investigating, I was hoping the truth would come out. Students were asked to fill out an anonymous questionnaire, and many of them wrote down exactly what they saw.
Hold on. Didn't the court end up declaring there was no substantial evidence of bullying? How could they have said that with those questionnaires on hand?
First of all, the committee never interviewed anyone directly. Those questionnaires were the only proof of anything. And the teacher of those boys was the one who collected them. Each time he came across any mention of bullying, he'd toss that questionnaire out. Also, he wouldn't get blamed in the end for ignoring the warning signs.
So then the committee was pointless.
A few students did speak up about the bullying online, but their posts weren't much to go on. Toshiro-kun's parents were completely caught off guard. His mother worked through the day, and his father lived all the way in Tokyo. That made it that much easier for the teacher to cover up all the evidence of bullying. He made that statement without even consulting the principal or the chairman. So, right before Mikoshiba-kun graduated, the committee presented their findings. That there was no evidence of bullying. The conclusion you've heard over and over.
What the hell?
In Japan, 300 children commit suicide every year, across all grades. Less than 3% are proven to be linked to bullying. Toshiro-kun's case ended up like that too. But Ehara-san wasn't satisfied with those findings, so he sued Seiryo High, demanding compensation for Toshiro-kun's death. As the trial dragged on, I was eventually called to the witness stand. Of course, my intention was to let everything I knew out into the open. But before that could happen, that damn teacher came with the school's attorney to see how I would testify.
They didn't want you making them look bad, huh?
Of course not. That's when I first learned what he did with those incriminating questionnaires. They had no choice but to reveal everything to me, to try and sway me to their side. I guess they were just that desperate. After all, I was the only adult who Toshiro-kun confided in. I don't think he'd spoken to his parents about it once. So yes, that's why there was never any objective evidence of bullying. It wasn't like I had a mind to record our conversations. And I hadn't personally witnessed it either. The school attorney saw fit to remind me that the law says innocent until proven guilty. And if I couldn't produce tangible evidence, then I shouldn't be accusing Mikoshiba-kun.
So it was witness tampering? That is, they coerced you into false testimony?
Yes.
Must have been incredibly hard on you.
What I should have done was told the truth regardless. But what else could I have really done for him? Some days I just don't know. As much as I've tried to convince myself I did everything I could for him, I can never fully believe it.
So what happened to the teacher who covered all this up?
He transferred to another school. God, to think he's still standing at a podium somewhere.
That's unfortunate.
Even so, I don't have the right to place the blame solely on him.
Wait, where in the story did Ehara definitely find out that Mikoshiba was a bully? It wasn't clear at the trial whether he could really bring himself to kill a person.
Maybe, but in that case, Mikoshiba's bullying of Toshiro, or those questionnaires getting discarded. Have you ever told anyone else?
No. I've been silent. Yagami-san, you know what? Back when I was a student in high school, I witnessed bullying firsthand. There was this kid. My classmates pushed him too far. And one day he just jumped off the roof.
Off the roof?
By some miracle, he survived the fall. and he's been in a coma for the last 13 years. Nobody knows if he'll ever wake up. His name is Mitsuru, and he may never open his eyes to the world again. His mom watches him, but she works full-time. She's a higher-up in the government.
I'm sorry to hear it.
The worst part is that his teacher knew. He even talked to the bullies about it. But all he said was, don't overdo it. But afterward, the public eviscerated him. He had to quit his teaching job. And yet, for poor Toshiro-kun, nobody was held responsible at all. And that includes me.
But if anyone was going to take responsibility for that, Mikoshiba should have been first in line. I'm sure Ihara-san must have thought the same thing.
You know what I wanted to be as a kid? I was so innocent, I wanted to be a teacher. And after Mitsuru-kun's tragedy, I felt practically obligated. And still, I just let history repeat itself.
I think I have a clearer picture about what happened 4 years ago, and I'm ready to interview Ihara. I should get back to Yokohama 99 and get some rest. Oh, is she gonna be alright up here? Should I really leave her alone? Okay. Oh man, she was just talking all that noise about suicide, and then we're gonna leave her on a roof alone. That isn't the best play. Don't do that if you know someone is speaking of suicide. Even if you think they are joking, don't do that. Don't leave them be. Continue the conversation in any way that you can. And alert the right people if you see it fit. Where the hell am I going? After I get this earthworm, nice. I'm definitely going the wrong way. Where's the exit? Exit, please. There we go. Oh, we gotta talk to the little kitty cat so we can get some free money. Which makes me sound insane. But I gotta talk to that little statue. Excuse me. Hello, boys. Goodbye, boys.
What a waste.
right into the water. Rip.
And stay down.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yep. Puppy! What's up with this dog? Hey, what's wrong? You lose your owner?
Huh?
They're re-releasing my nightmare. Aladdin, Lion King, and Jungle Book. Gross. Well, Yagamishi, it appears you've finally met the infamous Detective Dog of Hinjocho. Sorry, the what? Word's been getting around town of an odd dog who apparently wanders the streets looking for cases to solve. Whenever he catches the scent of any mysteries or a crisis, he calls out to nearby people, alerting them of a nearby incident. He actually stops by here rather often. It's almost as if he knows this is a detective agency. I'm not buying that. I hated the original thing of that bullshit. The Disney Classics combo. For the past few months now, he seems to take his self-appointed position quite seriously.
By the way.
Sure.
Alright.
I see.
We have a detective dog. And he gave me a leash.
What?
I got a new partner.
Who's a good boy?
Go this way, huh?
Oh, he's such a good boy. Look at him prance. Look at him move.
Doing great.
It's the best thing ever. Move, miss. There's a detective dog. Tell me which way to go.
Doing great.
Is this where you're leading me? Huh? This is an issue. I don't know how to get in touch with her. Nope. She just said to wait here. That she'd be back for me soon. Oh dear. This is not good.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, is there some sort of trouble? And you are? God, he has to introduce himself every time, doesn't he? What a cute doggy. Is something the matter here? Well, he's been waiting in front of the facility for a while now because his mother told him to wait here. Facility? Yes, our orphanage's main facility is upstairs. And you say he was left here, and the mother doesn't seem to be returning. Okay. Yes, and he actually had this envelope with him when it first came out to ask if anything was wrong. Some kind of letter. It says, please take care of Shusuke-chan? Ah, I see. At the very least, I was hoping to learn why he's here, being dropped off without any hint of knowing the truth. That's no way to treat a person. Hey, Shusuke-kun, right? How long's your mom been gone? Like an hour. If that's true, there's a slight chance she could still be nearby. Yagami-san, was it? You're a good detective, aren't you? Could you possibly find his mother? I'd really like to, but... Say, did your mom mention anything at all about where she might be going? I don't know. Okay, how about her name? What's her name? Mikan. Shibuya Mikan. Not much I can do with just that, though. What is it? You interested in the letter, boy? Oh, you think you can track her by the scent of the envelope. Well, the dog's much of a detective as Tsukumo made him sound like he is. I suppose I should let him take a crack at it. Alright, track this scent for me, will you?
I believe you, buddy. This way, huh? Doing great. Got something? Doing great. This way, huh? Got something?
Come on, Mikan-chan. Time to get in. Shusuke-kun, was it? You gotta make that dough for his sake, right? And you promise you'll send him his share, right? Of course we will, Mikan-chan. Once you pay back what you owe, that is. And no funny business on your end, either. Is that her, boy? What's your problem? Go sniff out a bone somewhere else, shoo.
Excuse me.
You're Shusuke-kun's mom, right? How do you know that? I came looking for you after this dog led me to your son. Didn't expect to run into this guy too, but now I see what's going on. A dog led you? My guess is you owed some people enough money that the scumbag's trying to drag you off to work at some unsavory job for the rest of your life. A brothel or something, probably. What? I mean... Happens all the time in Kamurocho where I work. What? The fuck is your deal, asshole? If you're getting in the way of company business, don't be surprised when you end up dead. I already heard she says she owes you money. Shit, I really can't talk right now. How much does she owe by now? What interest are you charging? She borrowed 500 grand with interest. That's 90 mil. You're planning on covering it or something?
No way.
Okay, see, that's an exorbitant rate. I knew I was looking at a loan shark for the first moment. I think I'll be leaving with Mikan-san now. Or do I need you to knock you out first, or no? Fuck you, man! We got her first. Know what? I'm just gonna ice you and your mutt. You stay away from my puppy. Fuck.
Hey.
So, you want to talk about how treating people as property is illegal? What? I'm a fully licensed lawyer, and I'd be happy to take the case pro bono. Why don't we sit down for a little chat? Shit. Screw this. So, is that it? How'd it get so bad, Mika-san? Shusuke-kun is still waiting for you at the orphanage. He thought you were going to come back for him. They said if I didn't go with that man, they'd sell Shusuke off to someone. So that's why...
In other words...
It made you panic enough to agree to say what they did. Fuck. Yes, I feel so terrible.
No way.
That's the sort of thing that loan sharks will do. They figure out how to pressure you enough to break you. Next thing you know, they own you outright.
Excuse me.
I know a good lawyer in Kamurocho would be happy to help you. Should I reach out to her for you? Please, yes. Me and the pup really did it. Bob, you're back. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
He's a good boy.
Good boy. But, what are you doing, really? Got the whole town talking about you now. Don't you have a home? Where's your home? Jeez, boy. I wish you could tell me. Yagami-san, I have a huge favor to ask you. I'll pay you if I have to. Please find Rampo for me. The old mystery author? Oh, sorry. Rampo's the name of our dog. But he's a big mystery lover, too. Even gets away from the house to solve them sometimes. Let me send you a picture. Hey, that's the dog. Should have known.
Seriously?
Just had to break away from the family and make a name for yourself, huh? Can't say I'm surprised, though. They say pets and their owners grow more and more alike over the years, but this is... whatever. I should get in touch with Amasawa. Who the hell's Amasawa? Oh, the kid.
Nope.
It can't be.
Huh?
Yes. Yes.
Does that mean...
What?
Hey.
Dog just kind of roams the city.
I'm sorry.
Good luck with the case. Not so much as a gadget, as a living being with mind and feelings. It's important to remind yourself of these things. The dog app from Gadgets. So...
There you are. Who's a good boy? Good boy.
Okay. Interesting. Now we have a dog as a gadget. Whoa! Which I'm curious to see how I get the other dogs. Like, why? I have those dogs not in my inventory, but they're in my inventory. Like under valuables. Large dog with high intelligence. Like what? How do I call these dogs specifically? Wish I knew. Anyway. I can't up my stats. Yes, I can. Wait a minute. No, I can't. What things would be useful? I haven't had to do that for a while, but I might as well do it. Okay. Nope. There's still 2 more that I could do. Let's do that one. Even though I never use that. Skill Dabbler. Nice. And that's it. Okay. Now we go to the detective agency after all that. Feels like that little dog thing took years off of my playtime. Ugh. My tummy hurt.
What is going on? Having a party?
Hey, welcome back. Care for a drink, Yagami-san?
Heads up.
Now make yourself at home. Not that you haven't already.
Who, me? Well, whatever do you mean?
Kuwana's fine. He just swung by to have a chat with you, man. Not that I mind hanging out over beers and shogi.
Kaito's a gentleman and a scholar. I like your style.
What do you want with me?
Check it out, Yagami-san. You're only here to get to the bottom of that Hiro Mikoshiba kid's murder, right? That's gotta be the reason the Yokohama Leomang attacked you, isn't it? All I'm saying is that you've gotta cut me in, man.
Thanks, but I've got enough help.
So some hotshot detective strolls into town and tries to leave the local guy out in the cold? No offense, but that's not gonna fly.
You gonna play your turn? Just finish your game and go home already.
When you benefit from someone who knows the scene? You know, I can get you anywhere in a Jincho above or below ground.
Aren't you expensive?
I'll give you a first-time customer price. I'm not about to sit here and let some outsider swoop in and take all the credit alone. And that means I guess I'm gonna chill here until you give me the nod.
It's Tsukumo and Sugiura's place as far as I'm concerned. Not even my call to make.
I welcome having more company. The more the merrier. That'll be the agency motto.
I don't really care.
Such a nice office. I'm gonna love it here.
Oh, great.
Yagamishi, guess what? The internet picked up on the Ehara link to Mikoshiba. The trending sentiment is that he killed him in an act of vengeance for his son.
They've already figured that part out?
See for yourself. Here, check it out.
No, I wanted to pet the thing.
Son of a bitch,
Damn
student
it.
teacher should burn in hell for bullying a kid all the way to suicide. Mikoshiba was a damn psychopath. Ehara is the vigilante groper. And that's not even the trolls.
So the news is blowing up on the net, huh?
In internet terms, this is only the first spark that could ignite into a fire. Not even what I'd call viral.
Then who's lighting the spark? The people responsible for Mikoshiba's murder?
I'll have to go down a few more rabbit holes before I can make that call, I'm afraid.
Gotcha.
That said, some posts are kinda suspicious. This one here, for instance. Ehara totally called the location of the body at his trial. The fact that he did that never really even went public, as far as I can tell.
It was kept off the record?
When Ehara got arrested, the cop-turned-groper story and his sexual battery charges were huge news. It was all the media could talk about. But by the time his trial rolled around, the news had already moved on. His guilty verdict barely made a blip.
Fellas, I told you I wanted to be kept in the loop on this stuff. You saying Mikoshiba had more than one killer? And where are they now? You think these lunatics are still hanging around Ijincho?
It's been over 2 months already, man. If they were here, they're probably long gone by now. Another peaceful day in Ijincho, right? Check out.
Oh!
It's the Leomon. The White Mask again.
Let's go, Chuck.
I'll catch you later.
Not bad.
You're not getting away this time.
Yeah, you little shits.
You won't get away.
Oh no!
That all you got?
You won't get away.
Damn it.
That all you got? Too slow.
You won't get away.
So close.
Give it up, all right. Oh, great. Where am I? lure me here?
Don't worry, man. I'm not planning on killing you tonight.
Okay, but why else would you take off the mask?
Because from this point forward, Ijincho is closed. You won't be coming back. I'm Tesso. For what it's worth, I'm an officer candidate of the Yokohama Leomong.
Okay.
I hear you took out some of my masked boys the other day.
Oh, you mean those guys who thought they could sneak up on me in the afternoon?
Maybe if you hadn't resisted at the time, you'd be in a lot less pain than you're about to be in the near future.
Who's paying you to try to take me down?
This is a job that came down from the top of the org. I don't know who hired us, and to be honest, I don't give a shit either. But ripping up a kick-ass detective like you sure sounds like a good time. None of you guys make a move! I want to see if the rumors are true, so I get first taste. Show me what you got. Yagami!
Okay, I will. Bam, baby. That was easy. Fool didn't know what hit him. It was a lawn chair.
Shit, Tesso! Look out below!
Running a little late tonight, aren't we, Kaito-san?
Yeah, my bad. Had to punch my way through a few guys.
Hey, you gotta run for it. If you stick around, it's not gonna matter how many lives you've got.
Yeah, but if I run now, who's gonna pay for Tsukumo's window then?
For fuck's sake, I'll just pay for it. Now get out of there.
You got a deal.
Got him.
Talk! Path's all clear.
I'm on my way.
Oh, I'm full. Oh, those are my boys. Well, that's not what I wanted. There we go. God, I love that move. Should I do this? Give him a good old one of those. Backbreaker, baby. There it is from the original Judgment. Hell yeah.
Are we done here?
Yagami!
Yeah? You want something? What was it? Tesso?
Just want to say, I'm impressed. I wasn't expecting you to take out all these guys, to be honest.
Thanks. But if you're feeling generous, how about you tell me who hired you?
Didn't I say this before? I got no interest in doing that.
Can you do me a favor and turn down the job next time, maybe?
Yeah, right. If the request comes through again, I'm taking it. Simplest solution for you is to get the hell out of town. Me and my big mouth. Just go already.
Hey, not bad, man. A lot of young folks look up to Tesso, so gaining his respect is gonna have some perks.
All I want to know is if the Ryuma are no longer a threat.
Wouldn't go that far. Tesso's not the only young hothead among them. But hey, at least they probably won't blindside you anymore, and that's a victory in itself.
Guess that is a step forward. A baby one.
Anyway, we should go check up on 99. Something tells me they're not in the clear just yet.
Let's go.
The boys are having trouble keeping up with me.
Sugiura!
Yagamishi! Oh, thank God you're back.
Tsukumo, what happened?
He's knocked out cold. Damn it.
Masked men attacked us. I couldn't fight them.
Masked men, you say? Were they any different from what the Liumang wear?
I couldn't get a good look. Sukiyoshi, they stuck up on him with a bat and came after me next. They cut me. My pinky.
They broke it? Hey, are you okay? I'll call an ambulance.
There are these photos and a message I was told to give to you, Yagamishi. They said to tell you, this is your final warning.
They've been spying on me?
It hurts.
Shit. If they want me, then come after me.
Talk. I think the Liumang were part of the plan, as bait. They probably only came to lure us away from the office. The worst part is it fucking worked.
Oh, snap. Tsukumo is kinda big baby. He just got his pinky broken.
This camera ought to show everyone coming in and out of the building. Look, there's me and Kaito chasing down the Liumang. But here's the hitch. There were 7 of them, and they didn't have those trademark white masks. So clearly, they're not Liumang.
They must have got the white masks to lure us out, meaning they're the ones calling the shots here. Wouldn't surprise me if they were also Ihara's accomplices to murder.
That'd be something.
Though, it's hard to believe a single murder could involve so many people.
Really? Why do you say that?
More friends, more loose lips. One slip of the tongue can bring down an entire group. Taking a man's life would require absolute solidarity from every single member. What could be their connection?
Could be they're Ihara's buddies in blue. After hearing what happened to his kid, they couldn't help but feel for the guy.
If it were me, yeah, I'd sympathize. But not enough to watch a man die. Or do the deed myself.
Yeah, who'd throw their life away for that? Unless we're talking about the mob over here.
That e-cig's that good, huh?
God, he
Considering the area's
is making me want to
the
vape.
Liumang are the best bet in the house. But if it's not them... Well, there is the Seiryu clan, but they have some decorum compared to these guys. And then the Komijul, the Koreans, they would never get caught on camera. They're shy like that. Go figure.
Impressive list you've got up there, Mr. Handyman. Too bad they're all dead ends.
Hey, if there's a crime in Kamurocho, would you know who did it off the top of your head?
No.
So these guys killed Mikoshiba, huh? What sorts of faces are behind those masks?
This footage is the lead we've been waiting for. Now we're gonna hunt them down for Tsukumo and Sugiura.
You get hit in the head or something? Find them and they'll mess your ass up.
Will they?
Don't you get it? They were planning to take you out, man. The Liumang letting you off is nothing short of a miracle. Or would you rather risk your neck over nothing?
Where we come from, risking our necks is bare minimum. You Ijincho guys must not see much action.
Yeah, well, in Ijincho, a handyman's wages don't cover life and limb.
I don't recall ever hiring you.
Yeah, and if you asked me now, I'd say hell no. This shit's getting way too over my head. And yours. Sorry, Kaito-san. But I'm gonna have to pass on drinks for a while. Send my regards to the lads.
Well, hey, never chase what leaves.
You got him with that one, Kaito-san. Good job. Could you move out of the way so I could talk to that cat? Move! Alright, the cat gave me money. You're lucky. You're lucky, homie.
agony. I was in a cold sweat all of yesterday. At this rate, I'll be forced to type one-handed. If you do the math, my pinky is worth more than an average person's whole hand. We're talking about at least a 30% drop in efficiency.
It's been a while since I got it this bad. I might even throw up.
So, leaving Kamurocho made you rusty, huh?
Really, with that? If I could wish the pain away, I would, man.
Hey, if you've got the energy to complain, you'll be just fine.
I'm gonna make this up to you guys. I promise.
Well, if you want to do that, we'll need to figure out who and where they are. There's a high possibility this group is directly behind Mikoshiba's murder. And of course, that would mean they know Ehara as well. How about swapping more info with the Kanagawa police?
Let's save that for when we really need it. We're not the authorities here, so we need to play our cards close to our chest.
I think that's a wise decision.
Saori-san's on top of getting things set up with Ehara, right? In that case, I'll head back to Kamurocho. Take your time prepping. We can always regroup up there.
Hey, we gotta head back to Kamurocho. Good old Kamurocho.
What's up, Kaito-san? Something wrong?
Call me crazy, but doesn't the city seem noisier to you?
What the hell? Kaito senses tingling or something?
Maybe they are. Well, no point trying to explain shit that doesn't make sense.
Anyway, I need to go talk to Saori-san before the interview.
What is it? Hold on a minute, Todd.
What?
I'm noticing a lot more punks scurrying around than normal. Something's up.
Really? Huh. Maybe so.
Hey, don't I know you two? You're detectives around here, ain't you?
Yeah, so what?
You ever seen this guy before? A few years ago, he was the manager at some girls' bar nearby.
Haven't seen this guy around. Or maybe I have and I just forgot.
You really need all these meatheads just to find one dude? Must be one slippery eel.
Damn right he is. Now, do you know him or not?
I'm thinking. Out of curiosity, what's a guy doing running a girls' bar?
I don't think he actually ran the floor or anything. All I care about is him up and vanishing out of nowhere.
So he's a missing person? Since when?
5 years ago.
I mean, disappearing from Kamurocho isn't that uncommon. 5 years. What do you really expect to find?
Your guy have a name? And who gave the order to find him?
Trying to be cute? We're the ones asking the questions here. Don't fuck with us.
Who's fucking with who, asshole? You want to ask questions, you're gonna have to ask nice.
Nice or not, information has a price. It's our bread and butter, so we don't give handouts.
How about I butter your brains on the sidewalk?
Straight to throwing punches, huh? Even the Yakuza treated people better than that.
Fuck off!
Rip, boys. Got him. Just kicked him in the shin. And he said, owie.
Hey, what's up? That all you guys got? Kamurocho used to be tough. Look at these punks.
Kaito-san.
Huh? It's Akutsu. First name Daimyo.
You know him?
Former Tojo clan guy, ex-Yakuza.
Ex-Yakuza? Well, if you say so.
Yagami Detective Agency. Maybe I ought to just hire you guys for this. We're looking for a guy. You heard, didn't you?
This guy you're after, he was some kind of girls' bar manager here in town? I take it this manhunt is your idea?
Nah. Soma's taking point on this one. Came from one of his connections. There's gonna be a big pile of cash in it for whoever finds him. Practically all of Kamurocho's in on this race.
And Soma is?
He's the one in charge of the RK gang. Of course, he's former Tojo clan too. First name Kazuki.
That's crazy. Did the whole Tojo clan join this thing?
Kaito would know all about all the bullshit rules it takes to keep the Yakuza running. They'll take their cut from you and call it the honorable thing to do in the same damn breath. Right, Kaito? In this new age, wouldn't you be better off joining us?
You guys are too small time to pull that shit on me.
You know what else, though? In the Yakuza, if your boys went down, it was on you to get revenge for them. I don't give two shits about that these days. I would say, if there's someone disrespecting you, you might as well go get the jump on them. I would walk right up and stick them in the gut. You wouldn't even see it coming, detective. Yeah? So don't go disrespecting me. There won't be a warning next time.
That's cute.
Okay. Akutsu, you said? Did he get very far in the Tojo clan?
Nah. He may have had the potential, but he never got to make anything of it. The whole thing came crashing down before he got his time in the sun. Soma's the same way, actually. They both tried to climb up the Yakuza ranks, but then the families disbanded. And by the time that happened, all the pawns were cleared off the board. So, now they're ex-Yakuza in the wind. And along comes this gang without all the rules and systems they were dealing with. You end up with RK, a network of thugs.
RK? What does the acronym stand for?
Who the hell knows? After the Yakuza, I guess they wanted to sound more Western.
If they think they can replace the Tojo clan, those are pretty big shoes to fill.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say they've been discriminating. Civilian punks who want quick cash are easy recruits. RK's happy to scoop them up. Next thing you know, you've got an asshole army.
That's unfortunate, but speaking of the Tojo clan, have you talked to Higashi lately?
Yeah. As far as ex-Tojo clan guys go, he's one of the good ones. The family left him in charge of that arcade, and now that they're gone, he's basically the owner. I heard he even gave some of the younger family guys jobs. If you get a chance, you ought to show up there every once in a while.
Nah, Higashi. I am the last person in the world that guy wants to see.
Our old pal Higashi. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Got 14K now. Could do boost EX. Or we could do battle bonus, which I'm definitely gonna do. Because anything to further my SP gain, I might as well do it. Because if you think about it, if I get this all unlocked, I can then just get into fights. Let's see, 200, 250, 300. 300% gain. Probably. For SP in fights. Which already I'm making like 400 per, and that's before I activated that. Oh yeah. This is gonna be great. Gonna get a bunch of them. Grab and then press square. Grab. No, that's not what you were supposed to do. Grab and then press square. You bitch.
What a waste.
What is it?
Whoops, what am I doing? This boy's right here to fight. Why are we going elsewhere, Tak? Or I mean Kaito. I'm Tak.
And stay down.
Oh look, more thugs. Feels good, man. Who is that? No, 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 no. Shit! I got my ass beat. What the fuck? He just unleashed, dude.
Let's hit it.
Guess we shouldn't mess with the wrong people, huh?
What a waste.
Let's roll, Tom.
Hey, boys! I didn't say that you could get away.
Really, guys?
Let's hit it.
Ooh, yikes. Somebody got kicked the fuck out of the channel. For being an idiot. Are you scared, guy? Got him.
What a waste.
What is it?
I don't get why there's so many thugs to fight.
And stay down.
Look at them all. They're all just spawning up here. They want to be fought. Okay. Big man. Follower salesman? I think that's what it was, yeah. Somebody being a baby back bitch. What time is it? It's 11:46. I'm gonna keep fighting people.
Really, guys?
I'm really hoping the big guy shows up again. It'd be kind of nice to beat his ass. I guess not. Let's level up our skills real quick. We should have enough, right? For the battle bonus. Oh. Guess who never saved that? Oh boy. That's why we weren't getting shit for the battle bonus. It never saved. Oh well. Time to get to the second floor. Hopefully they'll throw me into the cutscene.
Oh, sorry-san. Yagami-san made it.
Sorry for the wait. I ran into some typical nonsense. We good to go?
I've been good to go for a while. Ehara's waiting, and so are the answers. First thing we'll want to try to get is how involved he was in Mikoshiba's murder.
From the way it's been so far, I doubt he'll be eager to tell you.
If he won't open up, we'll have to play the trump card. Yagami-san. Ehara won't know what hit him.
I don't mind being the ace in the hole.
Are you and your ego ready then, Yagami-san?
Well, this ain't my department. Fill me in back at the office, okay? I might even tidy the place up a bit if you're lucky. Lots of open bottles to polish off.
Are we leaving?
Yeah, let's go. Sorry, son. Alright, where am I going? Ah. Via taxi. Say no more, fam.
Oh, I thought you'd lost already. So, what more could my lawyers want from me here?
Well, normally I would say the same. However, a corpse turned up as you said it would. It turns out you have a penchant for prophecy, Ehara-san.
Prophecy, huh? Kinda dramatic. No Hoshino today? Did you fire the poor guy?
Yagami's my name, sir. In a past life, I used to work with Genda and Saori-san. But today, I'm at Serio High School in a contract advisory role for one of their clubs.
Serio High School?
It's the same school Toshiro-kun went to 4 years ago. You'd know it. I happened to be out there working a separate case. But that was when Shirosake-sensei called, so that's why I'm here.
Well, well. Okay. Why are you here then?
That'd be obvious at this point, I'd think. As you know, Mikoshiba turned up as you said. His body was found in a warehouse. The question is, why did you know that well enough to proclaim it in court?
You might say it was a miracle. I wished hard enough for it to come true, and suddenly it did.
Care to tell us why you'd wish for a miracle like that?
Do you really need me to explain why?
Mikoshiba. You blame him for Toshiro-kun's death, don't you?
I do.
Even though when you took the school to court, no evidence turned up. A third-party investigation found no bullying occurred, didn't it?
At school, Mikoshiba tortured my son. He would beat him up, and then he'd demand all his money. That damn kid was a star student with high grades. My son's own class wouldn't stand up to him. To avoid being beaten, Toshiro used to. He'd steal money from me or his mother to make sure he could pay Mikoshiba off.
Ehara-san, you seem to know a lot about what happened to your son. Do you have any proof?
Would I have lost if I did? That school can rot in hell for all I care. Speaking of, you know what I'm convicted for. It was being a pervert. I admit to everything. I groped a businesswoman's ass in plain sight on a full train. There's no way I'm fighting for an appeal. So as for my defense, I'm in no need of lawyers anymore.
Ehara-san, just a second.
Why would I give you that?
Yagami-san?
Hiro Mikoshiba died in a lot of pain. His final moments were truly horrific. The last thing he felt must have been fear. After slitting his throat, his body was left to rot.
Doesn't that sound great?
You sick bitch. Oh, my gut tells me Ehara's guilty for sure. There's no doubt he's connected to Mikoshiba's murder. I need to hold his attention and convince him to stay. Gotta make him understand I have more info than the police do.
Take a look at this.
Oh, Mikoshiba. Looks like you've seen better days. Where'd you get the photo?
From a teacher at Serio High. But where she got it is the interesting part. A strange woman gave it to her and said to stay away from the Mikoshiba case. You remember Sawa-sensei, yes? She transferred to Serio 4 years ago, not long before your son passed away.
Yeah, not a face I'd soon forget. She told the whole court he was never bullied.
True. She did say that.
And it's not just her I detest. The administrators, the lawyers. Felt like choking the life right out of them. But if anyone needed to pay, it was Mikoshiba. He got what he deserved. Nothing short of insane that they were just gonna let him get a teaching credential. It all comes back to a flawed, broken system of laws that has no business calling itself justice.
Then it was you, wasn't it? You orchestrated every aspect of how Mikoshiba would die. But you didn't act alone. Who were the people behind it? How'd you convince them to kill a man?
That's a good one. You, my friend, are way off.
Well, shit. See you later, RT. Have a good night, bud. I'm going to be wrapping up here in a second, too. Right after these loading screens, you know?
The way that interview went, Ihara's definitely guilty. But if we can't connect him to the murderers, we're left with no leads to follow.
Yeah. Kept that secret on lockdown, no matter what I asked. What could possibly link Ihara to those men? Damn it. And I was so close, too. To think they're still somewhere in Ijincho. I need to find them before the trail goes cold.
So you're heading back to Yokohama?
Not tonight. Kaito's waiting for me in the office. I'll be in town for now.
Okay. If anything changes, I'll contact one of you.
Buzz. Mascot. All right, well, we will leave that up to a decision tomorrow. I'm actually going to try and stream early because me and Dano are going to watch some movies tomorrow night. So I won't be streaming, tomorrow night. But I will stream earlier in the morning. So we'll get our 3 hours or so in just a little bit earlier. We'll be doing a day stream. So let's go to save. Sure, it doesn't matter at this point. I'm gonna have so many saves. Alright, it's that one specifically. There we go. And we're just going to... Nope, those are my friends list. Enter rest mode. That way my controller can charge. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.
Cheeto.
It's not going to be tomorrow night. It's going to be earlier. I just don't know what time that's going to be because it's whenever my fat ass decides to wake up. So, I'll see you boys early. And really, that's all I got to say. So, no end stream song tonight. And YouTube. I'll catch you in the next one. Everybody have a great night. Bye.